Array is a collection of data element where we can store the value of same data type. Okay, that means what? Suppose I want to store the three value. I want to store three integer values. Then suppose norm1, norm2, and norm3. Okay, so I define the three variable norm1, norm2, and norm3. For the norm1, one memory is defined here. It is norm1, norm2, another variable, norm3, another variable. So three variable we define. When you define three variable, three memory allocation is used. Then we pass 10, 20, and 30. So we are passing here 10, 20, 30. Three variables we store here. 10, 20, and 30. Now what happened? Array is telling you that if you want to store same type of value, there is no need to declare the different memory allocation. माने मते जे same type of value store करिवार अछि मते एबोला तीनटा different variable define करिवा दरकार नै. So मु कोन करिवि ना I have to define a single memory allocation. I have to define a single memory allocation where all the values are stored. I have to define single memory allocation where all the values are stored. Then here three value I can store. Then there is a question. Sir, we are storing the 10, 20, and 30, and suppose मुझे तो norm1 को call करो, it is giving you 10. When you call the norm2, it is giving you 20. When you call norm3, it is giving you 30. Okay, they are having a different name. But if we store all the value in a single memory location, then how you have to call? Suppose here I store 10, here I store 20, here I store 30. Okay, so three variable I store in a single memory location. So when you store the three variable in a single memory location, so there is a concern. How you have to retrieve the element? How you, when user is asking for a value, how you have to get it? For getting this value, we are using this 0, 1, 2. So 0, 1, 2 is what? Now it is called as the index number. It is called as the index number, or we can say it is a subscript value. Index number, or also we can call as it is a subscript value. Index number or subscript value we can say. Okay. So norm 1, 10, norm 2, 20, norm 3, 30. 0, 1, 2 index number, or we can say it is a subscript value. Okay. So write what is array. Collection of data element. Collection of data element. Stored in a single memory location. Stored in a single memory location, but having same data type. But having same data type. Okay. Yes, so say tell me. So it is the actual, and how you getting the element. Okay, so right, for getting the element from array, for getting the element from array, for getting the element from array,
Yes, sir.
we're using index number or subscript value. We're using index number or subscript value. We're using index number or subscript value.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
शुभश्री लिखू चलो.
Yes, sir.
Array index number is starting from 0, right? Array index number is starting from 0. Array index number is starting from 0. Array index number is starting from 0. Okay. And index number, or you can say it is a subscript value. Okay. So if you store this value, okay, like here we store 10, we store 20, we store 30. We store 10, 20 and 30. So what is the length of the array? Length of the array is 3. Okay, so length of the array is 3 because we are storing 3 elements. Got it, Shivasri?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So next is what is your last index position? So your last index position is 2. Okay, array last index position is 2. Array size is -1. Array size is 3. So 3 minus 1 is 2. Okay, so now we can say it is 0, 1 and 2. 0, 1 and 2. So it is called the array index number or subscript value. Is it clear? Then how you define the array? So this array is also different type. Okay, array is a single dimension array and multi-dimension array. What is that single dimension array? In single dimension array, it has the single row and multiple column. Single row and multiple column, it is called as a single dimension array. Single row, it has single row. Okay, so in the single row, we define here 0, 1 and 2. It is a single row. Single row, multiple column. Multiple column is present. Single row and multiple column. It is called as what? It is called as the single dimension array. In multi-dimension array means multiple row and multiple column. So here we have multiple row, 1 and 2, multiple row and multiple column. Okay, so multiple column. In row wise, it is 0 and 1. In column wise, it is 0, 1 and 2. Row wise, it is 0 and 1. In column wise, it is 0, 1, 2. Okay. Then, what is understood, Subhasri? Ujjala?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, what is this position? This position is 0, 0. This position 0 row. First is row, second is column. This position is called the 0, 0. Okay. This position is called the 0, 1. It is 0, 1. Okay. 0, 1. Then this position is called as the 0, 2. 0, 2 index. 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1 and 0, 2. This position is called as the 1, 0. 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 0, 1, 1, and 1, 2. Okay, so it is 1, 0. 1 row, 0 column. 1 row, 1 column. 1 row, 2 column. Okay, so it is a multi-dimension array. It is called as the multi-dimension array. Multi-dimension array. It is a single dimension array. It is a single dimension array. It is a multi-dimension array. Single dimension array and another is multi-dimension array. Got it? Okay, so read down.
Yes, sir.
Note it down. Single dimension array and multi-dimension array. First is single dimension array. Second is multi-dimension array.
Yes, sir.
What side is visible?
Sir, ଟିକେ ତଳ ବାଲାଟାକୁ ଲେଖା ହେଇଛି।
Siri. Visible now?
Yes, sir. Sir, ହେଇଗଲା।
Okay. Okay, so basically we use this array for what? For storing the multiple element. Okay, so for storing the multiple element in a single memory location, we're using this multi-dimension array. Okay, where we want to store the same type of value in a single memory location, we use this one. Then we know what is array, then how you have to define a array. Okay, तो हमें first पढ़िएगा array कौन, array केमती structure टा केमती हबो. Then we discuss about how you have to define the array. For defining the array, suppose first you define the data type. Array name, then size, square bracket. Like data type is int, array name is norm, size is suppose 3. Int norm, size is 3. Int variable name, size is 3. First data type, variable name, then size. Okay, so it is the way of declaring an array. Okay, so it is a single dimension array. We define the value as a single dimension array. First data type, variable name, okay, variable name, then your size. Okay. Okay. Over, Subhasri?
Yes, sir.
So when you define the array int num3, automatically the size is divided into the 3 parts. So it is divided in this way. So your array is this one. It is divided into 3 parts. Okay. So it is a 0, it is 1, and it is 2. 0, 1, and 2. So it is divided into the 3 parts. 0, 1, and 2. Clear? So see.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then it is a declaration. After declaring, then you have to initialize the value. So how we have to initialize the value? Initialization of array. So next is initialization of array. Initialization of array. So what is that initialization of array? So first we define int norm 3 means we have to store the three element int norm 3. Then we have to pass a index number. Norm 0 we store suppose 10. Norm 1 we supposed to store 20. Norm 2 we supposed to store 30. It is a one way of initialization. Initialization means storing the value. Now I store the value here. So when you write this one, then in structure wise it is stored in this way: 10, 20, and 30. So in the structure wise it is showing you 10, 20, and 30. Okay, and it is index wise, means in the programmatically we are storing in this way. Norm 0 1, 0 means it is a 0 index, it is a 1 index, and it is a 2 index. So 0, 1 index, and 2 index. Okay. Sorry. That was it. Okay, so it is a one way of declaration. So declaring and initializing the array element. First you have to declare, then initialize. Okay. Then another way is that by using of looping also we can initialize the value. Okay. So that all the thing I show you in the programming. So theoretical part is over. In the next class I will show you how you have to create a array and how you have to store the element in the array. Okay. So next class.
Yes, sir.